we are in progress. So I see a couple of us are already on the call. Good evening to us all. We are welcome. Oh, Dr. Kewe is here. Dennis, you're welcome. Rita, you're welcome. Benjamin, Bernard, Bright. I hope I'll pronounce this well. Kengani, engineer. I hope I mentioned it well. You're welcome. Danny, Bosley Dienyo, Esther Christian, Evans, Francis, Fulera, Godcan, Grace, Kennedy, Calvin, Lillian, Reverend Bijou, Rose, you're all warmly welcome to this evening's presentation and this evening's training. And let's kindly remind that we are actually taking off. Let me stabilize my camera. We actually taking off. Today it won't be too long, but I hope at the end of today, you would have learned something to make you know where you are on this amazing project and what you have to do to make it work well for yourself. So we all warmly welcome, and in the next minute or so, I would share my screen and then we will take off from there, right? Okay. I hope you enjoyed the video we started with, by the way. It's a warm-up to what we're going to talk about this evening. Let me share my screen and then we would get to it. Okay. Can you see my screen? Let me put it in. Okay, let me see that. Right, anybody see my screen? Oh, one. I found this imagery when I was thinking and processing what to talk about today, because for everything we start, commitment is what gets us started, and it's usually consistency that keeps us going. It requires you to stay on track. I don't know what you're seeing on your screen now, but things that would take you off the track. You can see I don't know which part of it you are. Perhaps you're in the middle of it, you're just starting, or you're heading towards your, so perhaps you've been distracted onto other parts. But it may be this would be reason to focus here, to focus on this course, because what's up to what's about to happen in sad to follow would be terrible if you get off now. This industry we find ourselves in is one that has built over 20% of millionaires in the world, with ordinary people like you and I with above average work ethic. Ordinary people are able to be multi-millionaires on projects. If you look into the future of it, or what effort you've put into it till now, you have and the things you would actually love to, how does parallel? Do you see your dreams happening, what you're doing, or you see them happening if you stay the course on Go Back Up? And I would say whatever properly, this you much more than whatever you are doing now. I'd use myself as an example as we move on. So on this image, I mean, I want to hear, what are some of the distractions that come our way along this? I mean, let's get interactive. What are some of the distractions that come our way? Let me start with one of them that most of us struggle with. Perhaps I'll call it doubt. I'll call it doubt. What your distraction the nose, the course. Some, I mean, let me see what I'm sorry. Okay. I hope it's a little. Wow. So I move on with this slide. And it gets bad on. It's great. It's great to be. Network is problematic. Okay. Is it a little better now? Is it steady? Or I should re is it unstable? I should relocate or reposition myself. I hope that should help. My telling me, guys, give me a couple of minutes. Let me reposition myself to have a good discussion. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So there's this thing that is certain for anybody who starts that has positivity with it. And he did say that distraction always follows intention. Whatever you intend to do for some reason, the first few days of it is not easy. The first few days of it is not easy. Think about going on a diet. Think about it. When you start, the first day you decide you're going to eat right, that's when the biggest cravings even start. What about when you say you want to lose some weight or exercise? You start running, you start jogging, you feel sore before. So when the soreness happens, do you stop there? Is that the place where you stop? The only one sure guarantee you have when you stop is it will never happen. Whatever you set out to do will never happen. The only possibility that it will happen is if you remain and stay the course. You started this project with a big why, with a very big why. I hope the network is a little better. So bad? Sorry. Okay, it's okay. It's just make comments. I'll come back to it. You started this with a huge why, and you started a project, and it seems like you are not seeing what you actually were desiring to see. But I hope at the end of today, I would give you some reason to want to stay on this course, because as a CEO and on a big project like this, you are actually looking forward to not just making good income, but also impacting people's lives whilst you build your own dreams. And let's look at something that came to my mind whilst I was preparing for this. And let me pause here and play this video briefly, and then we'll go back into the next part that I would like to speak about. Give me a minute.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you could go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up.
Oh, sorry. What happened there? Let me play it again. I think it didn't play the way I expected it to.
Hello there, Myron Golden here, and you've been wondering, you're an entrepreneur, and you're wondering, why is it so hard for me to get rich? Why is it hard for me to make 6 figures? Why is it hard for me to make 7 figures? Why is it hard for me to make 8 figures? Well, it just so happens that I did a video on it's easy to get rich. In fact, there's never been
he's coming ahead of his time. Sorry.
Everybody has a turn back
I want
moment.
you to watch.
You have a moment where you could go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up.
Great. So the only way the possibility remains that what your goal was, what your dream was, what your big why was going to happen is if you never give up on this project. And I want you to personally come to that realization yourself. So let's do a couple of things here. Okay. I'm going back to my slides, forgive me. Great. Great. So for all of us on the call, guys, today we'll do a bit of mathematics, okay? So you just open your calculator with me whilst we progress on this path, okay? Write down what your biggest dream is. What is the dream that pushed you here? I mean, many a time, I think many of us forget why we started a project. When the potholes start happening and the negativity we didn't anticipate as part of building ourselves start happening, then we tend to forget why we came here. What is the one big thing that drove you to want to look at this project and be on it? Look, big things are about to happen on Go Back Up. We are not even 2 years yet on the project. And on this project, personally, I didn't, let me use myself as an example. When I started this project 2 years ago, yes, I was seeking a different precept. I mean, I'd been a doctor then by, I think, about 10 years or so already. And looking at how incomes were coming in, irrespective of progression, I couldn't see how some desires I had were going to be met. So when this project was presented to me and I saw the presentation and I understood even then the comp plan was not as beautiful as this. I saw the projection and what technology had and how the multi-millionaires of the world are getting into technology. It was just no brainer to just get onto the project. Because look, Elon Musk, that video still even boggles my mind. The owner of Tesla, that we think he owns the entire Tesla, he owns only 13% of it, guys. Amazon, that we think that Jeff Bezos owns the entire Amazon, he owns only 9% of Amazon. Talk about Bill Gates with Microsoft. He owns only 1% of Microsoft. And even with these small percentages, which is not even 100%, these guys are multi-millionaires already. So in the space of technology, it's already a multi-billion industry. And owning just a small part of it, getting an opportunity to be part of something this big, could potentially make you, this ordinary person, a multi-millionaire. I don't know whether you can see what I see. Myron Golden said, I'll play a video about it. I think I have the video. He said the era we find ourselves in, the economic era we find ourselves in now, is one of leverages and partnerships. And if you've been blessed to see this opportunity and to be part of this opportunity, I think you should see it as something that there's no way you should get yourself off it. Because data is growing. People are getting onto social media, virtual spaces, creating data, creating photos, creating videos, and everything we create is going to be stored somewhere. And everything related to this device is not going anywhere, because we are getting more technological. We are moving away from hard stuff to soft stuff. So the cloud storage industry is so huge. If someone in 43 days could make over $7,000, why is it not possible for you to also make that? Even if it will take you 3 to 5 years to get there. Because even in the 3 to 5 years, the person you are becoming, the benefit of not just the income, the impact you're making on people is even way bigger. With whatever income you are doing right now, whatever earnings you are making right now, whatever job you are doing right now, whatever you've done in the past 5 years, compared to getting on Go Backup, maybe you perhaps have not earned. Do you see a possibility of earning about $100,000 in 5 years doing Go Backup? Like $100,000. Some of us cannot even conceive the amount. Can you earn $100,000 doing Go Backup in the next 5 years? Have you ever dreamt of owning or holding $100,000 in your arms? I mean, just imagine what this could do for not just you, for your family, for your children, for your, should I say, everybody who is connected to you. How much impact can you make with this? If you think about the multi-millionaires in the world, it's not about the money they've made, it's about the impact they are giving to society. And an ordinary person like you with an above average work ethic, and an ordinary person like you who has gotten the chance to partner technology, an ordinary person like me is able to get the chance to make $100,000 in 5 years, and it's possible. Let me just help you with a breakdown of what $100,000 in 5 years. And I think $100,000 in 5 years is even small compared to what the industry looks like, compared to the projections that is coming with the industry. So let me use myself as a medical doctor. And I'm not downplaying what happens in medicine. It's not like I'm disrespecting my colleagues, but I'm just using a general figure just to paint a picture of what it looks like now and what it could look like if we took the project seriously. You know, many people love and admire doctors. Like when you think about career day, I mean, most of the children will go for a doctor's coat, and you buy doctor's coat for your children because they want to be doctors. Well, yes, the training itself takes about what, 7 years. And if you want to be a specialist, maybe an additional 3 to another 6 years. And in those 3 to 6 years, it's not like you're earning so much. I'm just painting a picture of what goes into it. It's a time when you are investing into knowledge and all of that. Let's not talk the income. So you come out as a medical doctor. Let's start with from there. And a medical doctor, averagely, I'm just talking in Ghanaian terms. Perhaps I put the exchange rates there. Perhaps someone could help me convert what that means in USD. So let's say an average doctor right now is earning $8,000, 8,000 Ghana cedis as we speak. It's good money. I mean, it's good money, but let's see the equivalent in, say, US dollars, okay? And maybe you should use your own salary to, okay, convert it to what you are making in US dollars. So let's see what averages we are coming to. So say a doctor with 8,000 Ghana cedis is making about just a little over $533 per month. Okay, this is about $500 per month. Okay. In fact, they've been excited this week. We've been very excited this week. The president is increasing it by 10%. After 4 years, they're getting a 10% increment, guys. After 4 years, 10% increment. So let's say 10% increment converts to about 800 cedis more. Okay. So what is 8,800 cedis in Ghana cedis, in US dollars? Let me divide that by 15 again. I'm just using 15. I think the dollar rate is about a little over that. So let's see. So that's close to about $600. So in 4 years, after 4 years, this person has gotten just about $100 more. Just $100 more in addition to what he's been earning. So let me step it up. Let me say the person is a specialist medical doctor, okay? And specialists make a little bit more. I mean, they have more knowledge, they have more expertise, so they make a little bit more. So even that specialist is perhaps making just $1,000 in a month. This is in a month. I don't know what yours is converting to, but I'll be excited to see what numbers others are making on that side. What does yours convert to? I mean, how much are bankers making? Perhaps about let me say $1,000 per month. Okay, $1,000 per month. Here on Go Backup, okay, on this project called Go Backup, where you and I sit with this project in our hands. $1,000 is how many signups in a month or in a week? If it will take $500 per month, yet you could earn $500 per week on this technology project, okay? So $500 per week times 4 weeks is about $2,000 per week. Oh, I wish someone would be doing the maths for me. $2,000 per week. What does it convert to per year? $2,000 per week. What does it convert to in a year? I'm just painting a picture. What does $2,000 convert to in a year? That's about what? Perhaps $24,000 per year. Okay. $24,000, let's give it 5 years. And you know, technology projects are, they don't grow on, thank you, God can. So they don't grow like linear, they are exponential growth. I'll take you into Go Backup's comp plan, then you can look at it a bit better. So it's about 24,000 in a year, right? For a year, 9,600, right? Is that Ghana cedis or USD per year? So let's just assume that it is the same incremental rate linear for the next 5 years, okay? Let's multiply it by 5 years, okay? That converts to $120,000 in 5 years. This is linear. You signing up, you earning $500 per week over the next 5 years. Guys, someone has earned $7,000 in 43 days. How does this look for that person in the next 5 years? Does it look like whatever earnings you're making per month with just that income stream you have now? I'm not downplaying or disrespecting anybody's job, but I just want to paint the picture of what happens if you stay and work your Go Backup as efficiently as you should. So do your own conversion in your own small space. How much are you earning per month, right? This is you going to work diligently, doing all the targets they set for you. In fact, learning the things that you should do to get better at the job you're doing. And at the end of it, you still earn that income. Let's convert it to US. Is it up to at least 1,700 in USD per month? I didn't want to use the 2,000. Let me use the 1,700, maybe 1,500 per month. This business is big business, guys. It is bigger than whatever you are seeing now. It's bigger than the potholes or the hurdles you are seeing now. It's bigger than the noise you are hearing now. But one of the things I learned was from one of the multi-millionaires. He said he spoke to over 1,200 people. 900 people listened to him and got on the project. Of the 900 people who got on the project, only about 300 people were working with him on the project. At the end of the day, it sizzled down to just 11 people who made him a multi-millionaire. So how many people are you really talking to in a day? How many people are you committed to impacting to earn about this amount in the next 3 to 5 years. It's not just about the earnings, guys. It's about the blessing you are bringing to somebody's life. See, if you can help one person or 10 people on your contact list to earn the same amount, do you know how much of a blessing you would have been to not just their lives, but to the other people who are connected to them? Yet we still have not seen the big picture of what this could be. I'm a medical doctor, guys. I sit and where I sit and see things. The biggest disease we have is that of funds. I still will call it pocketitis. When people are blessed with money and they come into your consulting, you can see health and abundance and blessing around them. Like everybody they interact with, you can feel it. And we can see the other picture too. The quality, people think money is, we talk about money too much. Like money is not everything, but it is important for everything that is important to you. Think about the food you eat, the places you go to, the people you hang out with, the kind of children you are bringing up. Like everything about your livelihood, which will make you live the better life that God has created you to live in. The abundance is linked to your doing well. I see this project as a vehicle, not only to personal dreams, but a vehicle to open average people to become multi-billionaires. Because when that happens, the blessing touches not just one person, but it touches an entire generation, an entire community. Even scripture says it, that let me get this right. It said a good father is one who leaves an inheritance for his children's children. A good father is one who leaves an inheritance for his children's children. This is not about an inheritance for your children. I mean, whatever you are doing now, are you able to raise something to leave an inheritance for your children? What about your children's children? That's the generation after. Guys, you need to stay this course. We are just at the beginning of this trend. We are just starting. In this big billion-dollar industry, nobody gives you an opportunity to make income with them except go back up. And how you make income with go back up is just plainly laid out. Perhaps you probably just starting, you haven't really understood the comp plan. You don't understand how to make money, but you believe. Just hold on to that belief that there's so much you can make on this project. It's not only about the money, it's about the personal growth, your mindset shift. Because we all have been programmed some way, somehow to get the education, get a job, do it for a while, stay broke for like 40 years, don't struggle to build a business, and after 60, you retire. In fact, you don't even know how long you're going to stay in retirement for. You don't know what is waiting for you there. You don't even know what other challenges will come after retirement. This is the best time for you to start building towards that 5-10 years ahead of you. This kind of thing happened to Mark Zuckerberg and his friends, guys. When he started Faces in the Book in the year 2004, look, only 2 of his friends took this seriously. You have become one of those 2 friends. You started this project. It is time to work it. Because look at 20 years now. Where is Zuckerberg now? This is technology. What is 20 years looking like for you ahead on this project? Because if you have that feeling that, oh, this thing will fizzle down and it will not happen and it will not happen, whatever your mind conceives is the reality that happens to you. Whatever your mind conceives, so whatever you build in your brain becomes your reality. Start seeing that dream even way ahead before it even happens. This vehicle is going to keep riding. It's going to keep rolling. There's a big boom coming in this space, guys. We probably have not seen it yet. We think that, oh, people don't get it. People don't understand it. By the time people get it, where will you be? Would you have built yourself to the $100,000 person to be able to do 100 signups in a day, because people know you understand the industry. You are linking them to a blessing. This is the time to build, guys. If you do not even understand anything about the project, the fact that you have signed on means you have a goal in sight. Yours is to just stay on course. How to stay on course, I will talk about it in the next couple of slides. My slide is not moving. So I just brought this picture back again, just as a reminder. We see it in the presentations over and again. I don't know whether you've taken time to look at it well. Have you taken time to look at this well? This is an upward trend in a billion-dollar industry. Nobody here, not iCloud, not Google Drive, not Dropbox, nobody gives you a slice of their watermelon in this. Go Backup just plugged in at this stage, just down here. This is where Go Backup plugged in. And even at this stage, people are earning tens and thousands of US dollars at this stage. We are here, guys. We are just here. We have here and beyond to go. You have been privileged. This cloud, my network is beginning to get fuzzy again. And it's on an upward $1 trillion projection. Go Backup is on a mission to get over 1 billion users to this. Look, iCloud already has about 1 million people on this page. Google Drive has over, I think, 1 billion people. Dropbox, over 700 million people paying on this space. These organizations taking all of it. Yet Go Backup service is so unique that in 2 years, it's reached over 153 countries, and people are switching to use the service. When Go Backup has 1 million users, I can see happening perhaps by 2027, the end of 2027. Or even 500,000 users. Let me say 500,000 users. How what I said about Elon Musk and the 52 billion US dollars mean to you? Guys, we are sitting on something big. It is not the time to play small about it. This is not the time to play small at all. It's not about, I spoke to 2 people, they didn't mind me. And I spoke to 3 people and they are saying no. So because 2 phone users out of over 200 phone users around you has said no, you are slowing your progression on this project. Guys, you have to think again. You have to keep this and find your space on. I brought the comp plan again. I mean, besides cycle match, which is we all know about, because I mean, that's the one that we all see happening almost immediately. What if you could earn $20,000 in the next 5 years per person you have on the project, per individual you have on the project? You could be earning over $200,000 in a month. But $200,000, like, I can't even imagine what that means in the person you would have become by that time. You are becoming a millionaire. You are becoming a millionaire. You have to earn it. It is a learning curve about the money you are earning. Everything through this windy is building you towards this. So you have to embrace it because your growth is attached to it. The impact you're going to make to the next person is attached to it. What I've been through to be here is why I'm able to talk to other people when they are going through the same thing. So if you've spoken to your brother, your sister, they are not minding you and you think it's not working, maybe you just have to change the way you are approaching it. And this is the process you are going through to becoming the person that you have to be. Guys, we are sitting on something big. It's so big that you cannot play small after today. You can always come back to the comp plan and remind yourself once again that, guys, I want to be a black diamond. I want to be a black diamond. I don't know whether you set that goal in your mind and when you want to get there. Something I heard in dictionary. He said you have to set big, hairy, audacious goals. BHAG. Big, hairy, audacious goals. Goals that scare you. So that even if you fail at that goal, where you will settle is still higher than the little goal you would have set for yourself. Companies. So think big. Say I'll be a triple diamond by the end of this year and put in the work. Put in the work as if you are working to be a triple diamond. At worst, you may be a double diamond. That's even better than you saying that I'll be a ruby and you work at ruby. Set a very big, audacious goal. You can see the remuneration, the impact that comes with it. Not just the remuneration, the impact that comes with it. And the blessings happens to you. Could this be you? I myself come back multiple to look at it. This is $1 billion cloud storage business. You are sitting on money on your phone. Guys, keeping quiet and not doing the daily activities. You are blocking this from happening to you. This from happening to your friend. This from happening to that person who's looking out for to change their financial situation. So you can actually do this. Everybody can do this. If someone has done it and it's at the black diamond, it's at the ruby, you can do this too. But how are you going to do this? Perhaps you are not clear on the steps. Again, but let that big vision, that big goal be your driving force. Because if you have nothing in sight, then you have nothing to look for. But if you have something in sight, desire is the beginning, the starting point of everything. Desire. What do you desire? What do you desire? What is that big thing that is driving you to want to have more? And before you can have more, you have to be more. And your being more comes from learning. Learning and learning, 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 you do, you review. Then this project, you have access to leaders that you can partner with. You have access to presentations that your leaders into. You have access to training tools and things that will build you. You have access to a community that no matter even what distraction is happening in your life, you can plug in and focus. The pages that keeps me going throughout my day, throughout my go, hey, you have to keep going. There'll be somebody being celebrated that can make me happy and wants me to even do more. And much more. Guys, this could be you. This could be your picture. Perhaps it's not even monetary. You want to leave a legacy for your community. But of course, you need some funds to make that happen. Make this that vehicle that will move, can get there. So how do you get there? I'm sure that'll be the next question. How do you stay the course? How do you stay committed to it? I think I'll play this video. On this project, guys, You are not an employee. I'll say it again. You are a CEO. If you close your shop one day, nobody's going to know. If you don't reach out, nobody's going to come back to you. And the only thing that will keep you going is when you change to an entrepreneur. Eric Worre says entrepreneurs think work as impact. The perception of thinking was, and Hottenbach said something that he would rather build something for himself that will take a shorter time, like a short, moderately hard for someone else and remain poor. What you're doing right now is not bad, but what are you doing for yourself? This is that you get to build for yourself. The incomes you make, you build for yourself. You don't build it for anybody else. And that mindset off at any point in time. Does that mean that the project ends for you? The project is running. People all across the world are running with this project. If Americans have found the need to run with this project, side of the world to see this project at about the same time they are running with it. But trust me, most of these nice technological projects, you'll not hear of it. By the time we hear of it, the rest of the world has been on it for long. By the time it comes to Africa, it's about 3 to 5 years, and the billionaires have been formed. But here on this project, we're competing on in the US, a billionaire. There are emeralds in the US, there are emeralds in Ghana. The UK, there are diamonds in Ghana, earning the same US dollars. But you can exchange rate where you are on this continent. This is big. It's bigger than any other project I can even anticipate. Like, I can't think about any other project that compares to this. The 20% millionaires who have been, they've not been built in technology. They've been built in nutrition products and other products. Has exponential growth at it. Be playing small on this project. So what do you have to do? What in all of this? These are daily money-making activities. They are not activities that you do today, tomorrow you don't feel like doing it, because we tend to want to translate the attitude we have as employees into the entrepreneurship and CEO. And these are daily things you do every day. Guys, we meet people every day, everywhere. The key ingredient I presented everywhere. Like in the, like, you just step out, people are everywhere. On your contact list, over 500 people. It's part of, I think, I don't know whether it's because I've done it so frequently. It's now part of my everyday lifestyle. Like, I don't ask someone about, get into a conversation in this project. And we should do this on constant, guys, on the constant prospecting or inviting. You are learning the presentation, how to prospect, you are learning how to invite, because when you have built yourself up, nothing else can stop you. You have built yourself up. That's when you start the impact, to start attracting the income. It's when you have become more start having. So what are the activities? Prospecting. What's prospecting? If I ask how many of us actually have books where we've opened to draw a list and we have people that we are contacting on the daily so that we are systematic with what so many of us have not even started something like that. So it's like you are running your business in a haphazard way. Look, every business has a book. I don't know which business doesn't have a book. You should have your own book. And you should intentionally, deliberately write a list of people. You should not stick to one. Already even cripples. But if you're talking to many people at a time, one doesn't mind you, the next minds you, the other person is ready. You are progressive, and entrepreneurship is like sitting on a bicycle. Yeah, I mean, if you stop riding, you fall. If you slow down, you slow. If you keep riding, you keep moving, and that should be your kind of picture. It's like today, if I've not done anything, then I'm slowing down. And if on this project, it's like you actually go in reverse when you stop working forward. So prospect everybody around you, have conversations. I mean, and be intentional about prospecting. And go on social media, comment on people's status, like people's status, add them as your friends, and message people. Just be intentional, because this business is a people business. If you're not talking to people, then you're not growing your network, you're not expanding your network. And in your prospecting conversation, in as much as possible, just be relational than transactional. I mean, most of us tend to go trying to present a sale than trying to connect with someone. People will buy from you when they trust you. I mean, put yourself in your prospect shoes. If I'd not spoken to you for a while, and all of a sudden I come to you and I'm approaching you with something that I expect you to just jump on, how would you feel yourself? How would you even feel by like yourself? Like you will feel like, I mean, this person just wants to take advantage of me. Now I will just block myself up. I don't even want to listen to you. But if you come to me conversationally, I mean, we have conversations every day. Conversational, I mean, reach the person's heart and make the project something that the person would want to partner you on. And you know which people will not like you to, what do you call it? You know your friends, you know those who would take time to understand, you know those who would just immediately jump on. So be circumspect, or be intentional about who you speak to first and who you speak to next. I mean, when you are starting, but I mean, most of the time, just don't judge. Just be a normal, nice person and invite people to take a look at the project. I mean, this line nicely works for me. I mean, I also borrowed it from one of our partners. It goes like, hi, you actually came to mind. I've recently partnered a US-based technology project, which is growing at a very phenomenal rate across the world. And I think you should take a look at it. Would you be open to take a look? And the person might ask, oh, what is it about? And what is it about? And we just invite them to come take a look at it, and then they can make their decision after that. So invite, don't go, hey, I'm doing some business B to bring you money. I mean, people listen to those things with the understanding of their previous experiences. And we know people have had previous experiences, but give them a chance to understand this project by inviting them to come take a look at it first. Don't go talking about the income when you're not ready to, when you know you cannot explain that properly. Don't go talking about the comp plan and the business and the whatever. Paint a picture to the person. I learned that from Myron. And he's like, as a good salesperson in quotes, you should paint a picture to your prospects for them to want to look at what you're doing. And he uses the example of someone who was it, I think the person sells shoes also. It's like, if you enter the shop, it's like, I think I've seen a pair of shoes that will make you look brilliant today. If someone told me that, I'd like to follow you, rather than what kind of shoe are you looking for to buy today? I mean, so just be relational and be nice. And presenting, I mean, on the presenting side of things, I think many of us have left that part to the leaders to do. But you yourself being here, you are a leader. you are going to have a team very soon. You're going to have to present for your team. So as you hear the presentation over and over again, you should also start learning how to present. The slides are available. It's not only Dr. Koe, it's Boss Enyo, and Boss Evans, and Boss Kelvin, and Dr. Joanna, and who can present. Everybody can present if you are willing to learn how to present. Just start learning, start practicing. The slides are there every day by day as you come in, so that it doesn't slow your own growth. You don't wait till Sundays before you can get your people to see. What if somebody is ready on Monday and the person wants to listen? You have to wait till Sunday. You may lose the person in the course of the week. So you should be ready to present at any point in time. And that's just how you can also grow at a faster rate. In the beginning, yes, you plug into the group presentations. After 3, 4, 5 of them, I'm sure by then you would have gotten the gist of it. Ask for the slides. Say, I want to learn it. Learn it. Practice it with your upline. You even start growing at a faster rate than everybody on the team. And follow up. Follow up. That part is where your money is, guys. Following up is where your money is. If you've brought someone to come and see the presentation, if you've not followed up and closed the person, then you don't expect the person to come back to you. Most of the time, they're even waiting to hear back from you. Follow up. Ask the person, oh, were you able to make the call? What did you like best about the presentation? The person will talk. Keep asking. And what else? And what else? And what else? And do you have any, then the person says, oh, no, but I'm not sure of so and so and so. Oh, let me connect you to a leader who will help you. They are mostly open to understand. The fact that you go back to them, they'll be willing to listen to you even more. And you are not clear, link them up to a third-party call. So in a day, you could actually have multiple third-party calls. And if you can't do the closing, let your upline help you do the closing. Listen to how the closing is done. Master it yourself. So the next time you're also following up, you can actually close the deal, make the decision. So when are you signing up, today or tomorrow? The person will be like, oh, give me up to ending. So you know the person is willing to sign up. When are you signing up? Are you signing up today or tomorrow? Like, oh, I don't understand this part. Then you know you have a little bit homework to do. Don't focus so much on the sign up immediately. Get the person to understand well, because mostly when people have understood properly, when they get on the project, they are more committed than they didn't understand, and then they came and then they are just seated there now trying to understand the project. And it is the only time that you earn some income on this project. GoBackup's lucrative affiliate program is for earning them someone to use their service. People are switching to use this service. People love GoBackup. I personally love GoBackup. If not for GoBackup, I couldn't have backed up my laptop. My things were on an external drive, and I mean, 2 of them have already crashed. But with GoBackup, my laptop is on the cloud. It's when somebody signs up that you make money. But that doesn't mean that you are chasing people for sign up. Chase people for relationship first. When the relationship happens, the sign up is even much easier, because people will give money when they trust you and they believe in you. And your posture is so important in this. I mean, we are relational beings. If you are talking to me and I can sense that you don't even believe what you're saying, I won't even listen to you to the end. Your posture is so important. Your own belief system, how you believe in the comp plan, how you believe in this billion-dollar industry, how you believe in making over $100,000 in the next 5 years, the excitement that comes with it. It should be palpable to the next person to want to come and do this project with you. And these are activities you do on the daily. And once you get a sign up, you take the person, you help the person to also understand what he has to do to grow. Because our comp plan is just based on corpus. It's just corpus. And can somebody put what it takes to be a copper on this project for me? What does it take to be a copper on this project? How many registrations will you get? How many people should register on your link before you become a copper? Anybody? Anybody? How many registrations should you get to become a copper? Let me see whether someone has gotten it right now.
2.
2. Guys, you sign on to an annual subscription. You have 365 days. How many tools can you make in the 365 days? How many tools can you help your tools to make in 365 days, plugging them into the same system. This is how it looks like. The 4 benchmarks are simple. It's clear. It's very clear. Copper, 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 copper. So you sign someone today. The person enrolls. You place the person on your left. You sign the next person on your right. You are copper. Help those 2 people to also become copper as you also continue. And it's just by inviting people to come see the project, Every presentation, have at least 5 people on it, 10 people on the presentation. Invite many people every day. You hit copper. The next big rank on this is a gold. I think it's just coppers and gold that keeps the cycle going. And that's just how you boost your income. The comp plan is simple. They didn't say get sapphires on your team to become a diamond. They didn't say get 10 platinums to become a triple diamond. It's all based on coppers. And I love Gobaka for that. So it's not selfish. It's not like you're the only person growing. You grow with your team. You impact the team. The more you learn, the more you impact, the more you pull people to it, the more they also grow. Wouldn't it be nice that in the next 5 years, someone will tell you that, hey, thank you for linking me to this project. In fact, I tell Dr. Kerry eternally, I thank him for linking me to this project, because there would have been no other way I could have held a mobile phone and be earning US dollars in this magnitude if it wasn't for him opening me to this project and me plugging in and doing what I have to do. So for each person you plug into the system, guys, let them understand, help them to see the vision. When they see the vision and they build their own vision, growing up in this is even much easier because they all know what they are working at. So that if you call them, hey, I've not heard from you today. How many people are we calling today? They know you are thinking about their own personal interest, not even like your own selfish interest like most people do on their projects. So I'd like to be concluding here. It's almost the top of the hour. What kind of life do you want to live? What life do you want to live? It is in your own hands. Let me play this video and then I'll comment on this. Give me a minute, sorry. Let me play this video. Let me get it ready. Oh, sorry, give me a minute.
Once you make up in your mind, this is what I want, you are...
Hold on, let me not be selfish. I'll share it shortly. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, there you are. Okay, let me start from the beginning.
Once you make up in your mind, this is what I want, you are unstoppable. But the secret to being unstoppable is first making up your mind with complete certainty, with conviction. This is what I want, and I will do whatever it takes to bring it to life. When you have committed to do whatever it takes, you are by definition unstoppable. Because no one or nothing can stop the person that will do whatever it takes. You gotta say, no, I will not quit anymore. This time it's different. I will not settle. I am the king of the castle. Whatever obstacles come before me are only testing me to see how badly I really want my dream. I want this dream more than anything. I am committed. I am determined. I am unstoppable. The difference in people. The reason why some make it to their definition of success, but But while most settle for a life they'd rather not be living, the difference is not whether one gets lucky or has less setbacks than the other. The difference is how badly one wants it. The difference is the successful one is prepared to do whatever it takes. What are you prepared to do to live your dreams? What are you prepared to go through to get to your definition of success on the other side? Are you willing to learn, to develop? If I told you your dream life is right over there, it's waiting for you. All you have to do is stick it out. Suffer a little pain. Find the answers. Sacrifice. Would you go get your dream? And why on earth are you waiting? There's only 3 words you need to carry with you. Whatever it takes. Visualize yourself at the finish line and do whatever it takes to get there. Do not wait. Whatever you want. Now is the time to drop everything and take action. Right now. Make that call. Do whatever it takes to make a start. You can do it. You will do it. It's 1 in 400 trillion. Let me repeat that. Chances of you being born on this earth, 1 in 400 trillion. When you really feel the significance of this miracle and when you understand how fragile your life is, how short even the longest human lives are, you may understand how stupid for fearing to take a risk on living our dreams. To take a risk on living the life we want to live. Not the life that person over there suggested you to live. Not the life your partner, brother, or mother thinks you should live. But the one you want to live.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I don't know whether this will, but I know what this video did to my mind when I watched it. Guys, you can live the life you want to live. You have $1 billion project in your hand. People are praying to get something like this in their hands. People have waited. What will 5 years from now, you doing this the best way you can, doing whatever it takes to be able to earn, let me just put that $100,000 picture in your mind. It is possible, but you have to take action every single day. I can't belabor that point. And stay the course. Stay the course. It may not be a straight path, but the destination is certain. I remember I learned this from Prof. He says, when the destination is certain, the potholes don't matter. The winding path does not matter. You owe you to get this done. You owe you to make your dreams come true. And you can be a multi-millionaire on this project. See it first here. See it clearly in your mind. And then you can touch it in reality. Thank you so much for your time. And I'd like to end today's training. I don't know whether there are additional comments from anyone. Prof, I don't want to say anything before we end. I saw a number of comments coming in the chat. Perhaps I'll take a couple of them before I end the call. I don't see any questions, any comments. Yeah, but thank you so much. Let's go tell the world that there's a boom about to happen. Be part of it. Have a good evening. Thank you.